Hi everyone, welcome back, and today I'm sharing with you my updated skincare collection. I did one of these videos 5 months ago showing you all of my skincare and telling you a brief opinion about each one, so that's what I'm going to do today. But before I get started, I want to mention some important facts. First of all, I am not a professional, I am just a simple woman who loves skincare. Number two is that I'm not sponsored, so all of these products are mine and I'm just sharing my honest opinions with you. And third of all, everyone's skin is different, so what works for me may not work for others. So having said that, I'll get started with my skincare collection, and I've divided all of these into different categories like cleansers, makeup removers, facial oils, serums, so on and so forth. So the first thing I do when I get up in the morning is I cleanse my skin, and I use the REN cleansing milk, which is very soothing, very gentle. This is my second bottle, which shows how much I love it. And what I love about it is that it's so gentle for the morning. It never makes my skin feel stripped nor dry, and it's just a beautiful product. Not for those who like a foaming cleanser. This is just very milky, but does the job done and cleanses my skin every morning. Another product I love by REN is the REN No. 1 Purity Cleansing Balm, and this is my second tub. And you get very good value for money because this tub will last you maybe 7 months. And what it is, it's a balm, and once it comes in contact with water, it turns into a milk. And you just apply this straight to your dry skin and massage it, and it's just so beautiful, and it smells like roses. I also like to do lymphatic massages with these at least once a week, and it works great for that. And this removes most traces of makeup, but I use separate makeup removers, and I'll talk about that in just a little bit. Another one in my collection is one of my favorite brands. It's a Tatcha Pure Camellia Cleansing Oil, and just like the REN Cleansing Balm, you apply this onto dry skin, you massage it, then you add a little bit of water, and then it'll turn into a milk. But contrary to the REN Cleansing Balm, you do not need a flannel or a muslin cloth to remove this, but you just add some water, rinse it off, and then just pat dry with a towel. And another one that I love by Tatcha is the classic rice enzyme powder, and this is a traditional Japanese cleanser. It's a powder, but once it comes in contact with water, it turns into a very gentle foam. Yet it exfoliates, tones, and does everything basically all in one. And I love using this either after my REN Cleansing Balm or the Tatcha Camellia Cleansing Oil. Moving on to makeup removers, these are two that I'm currently using. And the first one is the Bioderma Sensibio Micellar Water. Bioderma is something I've been using since I was a teenager, so 15 years old or so, and I cannot live without it. It's something that I always have in my stash and something I recommend to friends. It's so gentle and so soothing, and it works for everyone, which is why I think everybody likes it. I've tried dupes. I've tried the Caudalie cleansing water. I tried several in the market, and none compares to this one. I always come back to Bioderma, so I love it. And what I do is I use this to remove most of the gunk, and I know that's kind of a nasty word, but I use it to remove most of that first layer of makeup that I'm wearing, and it works great for the eyes. So I mentioned previously my cleansing balms and cleansing oils, but I'll use the Bioderma to remove my eye makeup and then most of that gunk first layer on my skin, and then I'll go on with a cleansing balm or cleansing milk, and then with a regular cleanser like the Tatcha Rice Enzyme Powder. And these are the Ulla Henriksen Brightening Cleansing Wipes, and I'm not a fan of wipes. I don't like them, I don't recommend them, but these I tried and I really love, and the reason why I really like them is because they're not stripping at all, they don't irritate my skin, and they do the job. They remove that first layer of makeup and dirt. So I would not recommend either of these for cleansing by themselves. I just recommend them as makeup removers. Moving on to facial mist. The first one is the La Roche-Posay Thermal Water, and yeah, this is basically water, but the reason why I like using this is because it gets rid of any nasties that you may find in tap water. So this is just my first step after cleansing. I'll just spritz this all over my face. And the next spritzes I'm going to talk about actually do something. They're not just water. And this one is the Caudalie Beauty Elixir, and I've gone through maybe 4 or 5 of these, 6. I would say, and it's a very refreshing facial mist. I'm sure you've heard about it or read about it. And some people use it as toners, others to refresh their skin throughout the day, which is how I personally use it. And other people use it to set their makeup. I wouldn't say this is the perfect facial mist to set your makeup. It won't make your makeup last longer. It just feels really good on the skin. And for some reason, whenever I'm having crazy skin days or my skin is freaking out and getting breakouts, I'll use this and it always calms down my skin by the end of the day. So I really like it, and it's very good for hot days. This one is one of my favorite products from Tatcha, and it's the Dewy Skin Mist. And the reason why I love it so much is not only will this last you such a long time because you need just 1 or 2 spritzes to effectively moisturize your skin. And what it is a moisturizer in a spray form. And it's so lightweight, you will never feel your skin sticky or greasy. It's just a perfect amount of hydration, and I love it whenever it's very hot out because it's so lightweight yet it moisturizes my skin, and it's a good prep for makeup application as well. Now this one I won't go on for too long because I have a video exclusively talking about this product, and it's the Perricone MD Blue Plasma. What it is a daily exfoliant. It's not a serum, it's not a toner, it's not a moisturizer, it's just a treatment, let's put it that way. And it is very smart in technology, and it gets rid of only the bad cells, leaving the good cells behind. So if you're interested in knowing more about Blue Plasma, please check the description box because I've provided links to reviews and the websites of all the products. Moving on to serums. The first one I have here is the Tatcha Deep Hydration Firming Serum, and this is a must for those with normal to dry skin, or even those with oily skin can use it by itself. And it's very rich in red algae and hyaluronic acid, and it also contains real gold. So it'll leave that glowy finish on your skin, not sparkly or shimmery or glittery, just very glowy. 1 pump is sufficient, and it really gets rid of any dry patches, and it also makes a great base for your makeup application. Another one I love by Tatcha, and this is a travel size, is a Radiant Deep Brightening Serum. And I'm actually thinking about purchasing a full size of this one because it is so marvelous and efficacious. I mean, it really works. And it's supposed to get rid of dark spots throughout weeks or like about 2 months. But I've just noticed my skin is definitely getting rid of those, you know, those dark brown marks that you get after, I guess, a post-blemish. You know, those marks, well, it's working great at getting rid of those, and it leaves my skin feeling very soft, and it looks very radiant. This one is the Skin Food Peach Sake Pore Serum, and this one is one I would say for those with combination to oily skin because it does have some oil absorbing properties, and it works great as a makeup base. And I found that I use less blotting sheets throughout the day anytime I wear this after cleansing my skin. This next one is the Paula's Choice, it's a long one, Skin Recovery Super Antioxidant Concentrate Serum with Retinol, and it's for dry or those with very dry skin. This is silicone based, which is something I don't really like in products, but the texture does feel very silky due to the silicones. And leaving that aside, it does contain very good ingredients, and it's rich in many antioxidants, which is great to fight free radicals. So if you're looking at anything anti-aging, you're looking for antioxidants, and definitely retinol is a great cell communicating ingredient. So this is great for those looking for an anti-aging alternative. If you have dehydrated skin, and dehydrated skin is a skin condition, not a skin type, meaning that everyone can have dehydrated skin. This is Ceramidin by Dr. Jart, and this is a liquid version, and this is absolutely a must-have for those whose skin feels very tight or looks dull. This is just like water for your skin, and what I love about this serum is that it contains a lot for what you get. It contains 150 ml, which is way more than your standard serum size. So it's time for eye products, and to be honest, eye products is something I've not found something that I really love. So the first product I'll be talking about is a Lancome Genifique Yeux, and this is the Light Pearl Concentrate, and it's just an eye serum. And something that I really love about this product is that it comes with this very, kind of just very distinct shape but it has an applicator which is always cool to the touch, and it's very great at depuffing eye bags. And I actually used a travel sample of this while I was traveling recently, and I had like 3 flights and I was up for almost 24 hours and I looked like I had slept 8 hours, so it works great for depuffing, so I love using this in the mornings. This is a travel size Tatcha eye cream, but I really like it. The only thing I would say is that it has a very thick consistency. Regardless, it does thin out on the skin and it never feels very heavy on it. But the consistency is something I'm not really fond of. While the Caudalie SOS Morning Eye Rescue Cream is one that feels too light for me. So the Tatcha one is kind of too thick and this one is too light. And I would recommend the Caudalie one for those who are in their early 20s, just anyone who's looking to very lightly moisturize the skin area. But I am looking for a very good eye cream that will combat, you know, just more things and be more anti-aging. So if you have any recommendations, please let me know. Now it's time for skin oils, and facial oils are something that I really love and always have in my collection, and the fresh sea berry oil is a repurchase. Oh, the good thing about facial oils is that they will last you a very long time. So even if they're expensive, think about it this way. You'll have like a year's worth of facial oil. What I love about the sea berry oil by Fresh is that it contains a beautiful ingredient list. It contains camellia oil, Sikh buckthorn oil, it contains cranberry oil, and a lot of omegas, which is very good for the skin. I also love that you can control how much you add to the skin because it contains a dispenser, like so. And anyone can use this, but I recommend it more for those who have normal to dry skin. It's a beautiful product. And this one is the Darphin Tangerine Aromatic Care. And this was the splurge of the year, I would say. It's expensive, but it's so luxurious and it feels so good to use. And it's not something that you absolutely need in your collection. It's more of a dry oil, whereas the sea berry oil is a bit more thick in consistency. But I do love this to give myself a lymphatic drainage massage once a week, and it smells like tangerine and it's kind of aromatherapy for the skin. Now it's time for moisturizers, and the first one I'll be talking about is the REN Vitamineral Day Cream, which has been reformulated, and it bugs me because it used to be my holy grail moisturizer. And now it's called the Vitamineral Daily Supplement Moisturizing Cream, but it contains a beautiful ingredient list. It's great for those with normal to dry skin. The reason why I don't like it as much as the old formula is because the old formula used to sink in my skin a lot quicker, and this one just feels more emollient. But it's still a great moisturizer, and I recommend it for those who have sensitive skin or those who are looking for no nasties in their skincare, because REN is really clean. And this one has become my favorite moisturizer at the moment. It is the Tatcha Supple Moisture Rich Silk Cream, and this is the travel size, but it is so heavenly. From the texture to the direct effects, immediate effects on the skin, it's very lightweight. It has like a gel consistency, which makes it great for those with normal or combination skin. I would say oily, but you would probably have to blot a few hours later. Regardless, it's a great moisturizer, does the job, and makes my skin feel like silk, and I will be repurchasing or purchasing the full size. This next one I really like for the nighttime, and it's the Nude Cellular Renewal Moisturizer. And it's kind of like a hybrid between a moisturizer and an oil. It's rich in omegas and it's very emollient. And because it's so emollient and so, I wouldn't say really oily, but it's just, it has that slip agent to it. It makes it great for the nighttime, and you need a little bit, seriously, a little bit goes a long way, and you'll find that your skin will look very hydrated and a lot more plump by the morning. So now it's time for face masks, and there are 3 that I think every woman should have in their collection, and one is a moisturizing mask, another one is a brightening mask, and another one is a detoxifying mask. So the first one is the Caudalie Moisture Cream Mask, and this is a glycerin-based mask, but it's very rich and anyone can use it. I think that anyone at some point in their lives suffer from dry skin, and I love that this goes on clear and it's not as expensive as other moisturizing masks in the market, like Sisley, for instance. The only pet peeve I have with this one, and the only thing that bugs me, is the packaging, because the lid is very sensitive and I twisted it and part of the lid broke. So it's making the mask dry, which is something that I wish Caudalie would listen to, but formula wise and ingredient wise, this is a great product. One that I use whenever my skin is freaking out, and it's one I've raved about a lot, especially on Instagram, is the Arcana Tea Tree Mask. And what I love about this mask is that even though it is great for combating acne or existing breakouts, not necessarily like really severe acne, but just breakouts in general, it's very good at decongesting, and it never dries on the skin. Therefore, it never makes my skin feel tight afterwards like most acne fighting skin face masks. So this one also contains very minty ingredients, so it feels so cooling on the skin, and it's a great one to use after a long day of work or just to pamper yourself. This is, I would say, my favorite mask of all, and of all the ones that I've tried in the market. This one is a REN Glycolactic mask, which is a cult classic and a favorite, and it is a brightening face mask. It has a jelly consistency. It smells like fruit, smells very delicious. I almost want to eat it. But it also contains AHAs, so it is great for exfoliating the surface of the skin. And the effects will be, you'll get brighter skin, and the texture of your skin will become a lot smoother. And something that I really recommend, but just watch out if you have sensitive skin, because you know, it does contain some irritants here and there, and the same thing goes with all the products. As I mentioned in the beginning, my skin is different than yours, so what works for me may not work for others, but overall I really like this mask. On to one of my favorite products, and I've been raving about these. I have a review on them, and these are by Blue Mercury and their brand N61, and these are the Power Glow Peels. And I love these so much I ended up getting the 30 pack, which is very sufficient because you only need maybe you only have to use it once a week, or you can use it 3 times a week. It all depends on your skin type. But I love these because they have a blend of AHAs and BHAs, meaning they not only exfoliate the surface of the skin, but they also exfoliate the pores. They go into the pores because of salicylic acid. And the result will be less breakouts, smoother skin, brighter skin. It does all in one, and I have a very thorough review on my blog, so I will link that down below for you as well. Now it's time for one of the most important things you can add to your skincare, and it's SPF, which is something that a lot of people don't use and should use every day regardless of the weather outside. I've raved a lot about the Shiseido Urban Environment Oil-Free SPF 42 because it's so lightweight and it has oil controlling properties. So this will be a great SPF for those who have oily to combination skin. Now I have normal skin, sometimes it can get a little bit dry, but it never makes my skin feel uncomfortable nor tight. So I really like it, and it goes great under foundation. I also like the Skinceuticals Physical Fusion SPF 50, especially because it doesn't contain fragrance like the Shiseido one, but it has a slight tint to it, nothing that'll interfere with your foundation, but of course it's very brilliant from Skinceuticals because it prevents your face from getting that white cast that most sunscreens give to the face. And it's very lightweight, it feels really comfortable on the skin, and very weightless, so it's something that I really recommend to everyone. And the last product I want to talk about is something that I would call my SOS product, and this is like Neosporin for your face. This is called Cicaplast by La Roche-Posay, and I don't hear anyone talking about this. This is a product I've had in my cabinet for, I would say, 4 years, and I once saw Lisa Eldridge talk about it on one of her videos and recommending this as a primer, which no, I wouldn't use it as a primer, but if you ever get any wax burns on your face, or if you ever cut yourself on your face accidentally, this is great. It was formulated for people that, it's formulated to use after you get microdermabrasion or any, minor procedures on the face, and what it does is it makes your skin heal faster. So again, like Neosporin for your face, it is a must-have for everyone out there. Highly recommend it. Everyone get this. So that is it, guys. I really hope that you found this educational, entertaining, and just fun in general. Skincare is something that I'm very passionate about, and I'm very also passionate about talking to others and helping others. So I really hope that I've helped at least one of you out there. And if you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you next time.